What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to gmiasworld podcast. We're going to be taking a look at Sunday games, October 1st, 2023, week 4 in the NFL. And we're going to start right off with the Falcons and the Jaguars. Now, before you guys say anything crazy about the Falcons, we have to give them credit that they were actually playing well to start. I told you guys I wasn't convinced about the team overall. Bijan, I love him. I love what he does, bro. Like, he's going to be something really major in this league. 14 carries, 105 yards, but that's not enough. You need other people to help out. These dudes put up 7 points in 4 quarters, and they were down 17-0 at the half, but you know what it is, bro? The Falcons, I don't know what people really expect out of them. I don't know what we're trying to get out of them. You know, young quarterback like Ritter, like it's so many things going on that's surrounding them. So every week is just something different. Like, I can't really know exactly what I'm going to get. Other than Bijan, I don't really know what's happening there, so we're going to have to wait and kind of figure that out as the season goes on. Trevor Lawrence, 207 yards, 1 touchdown. Not too crazy, but enough for them to win 23-7. The Jaguars is another team. I don't know what I'm going to get. I honestly don't know what I'm going to get out of them. You know what I'm saying? So we have to kind of figure out, you know, going forward, what's going to happen. It's an international game. It's a lot of things going on with it as well. But they were the teams that I thought they were. Like, I knew the Jags would win this game. I'm not sold on the Falcons. So until they do something where it's like, oh my God, they're doing something, I'm just going to go ahead and act like they're the same old Jaguars. They're not the Jaguars when Ramsey was elite. And notice I said Ramsey was. Like, even when Ramsey comes back to the Dolphins from injury, he wasn't like the same guy that he was there when he was with the Jags. That dude was a dog on the Jags, and their defense was crazy. It was beating the hell out of dudes. Not the same Jaguars right now. They're still, got a little bit of growing to do. Decent team, but, nothing too crazy. But they took care of a team that, in my opinion, they were just better than. Like, there's nothing, oh my God, it was nothing crazy like that. It was just, they were the better team. Now, the Bills and the Dolphins, this game surprised me, okay? Josh Allen accounted for 5 TDs in this dominant win. I really thought, now look, hear me out, right? Tyreek Hill is a speedster. What is it, Akane, however you pronounce his name? These dudes are craziness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. That speed was put to a halt. Tua played dude, he tried to do a little bit of comeback later, but the pressure was on him, and he was just throwing picks, bro. Like, dude, I don't know exactly what was happening, but as I was watching the game, I was like, yo, the Bills are really good. So this is the situation, right? If they could beat the Dolphins like that, and they showed the blueprint on how to beat the Dolphins, we all know that the league is a copycat league, right? So everybody's going to watch that tape. And now you may not have the athletes at the skill positions to do the things that they were able to do, but you'll be able more or less to understand how to slow Tua down, that fast release, that run game, all that stuff. Because once you're able to do that, the Dolphins are just, dude, I don't know what to say. Bro, I was watching, I'm like, yo, come on, explosive play. Give me explosive play. And the Bills were like, no, and just kept saying no. And this is the same team that lost to the Jets. Like, bro, that's why the NFL is crazy. Because when you think about it, the Jets suck, right? But it's not about that. We're going to get to them in a second, because I was actually pretty impressed with the way Zach Wilson turned it around in the second half. He came out looking like Aaron Rodgers. But besides all that, right, this was a completely dominating win. Stephon Diggs, dude, he went crazy. 120 yards on 6 receptions, 3 touchdowns. He went absolutely berserk. Like, we don't even need... Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, if they play like this is the team that everybody's scared of. The Josh Allen that goes out there and just does whatever he wants like he's playing Madden, that's the one they don't want. This is what the Bills fans want. If Josh Allen plays like this and their defense plays like that, they're beating any team in the league and winning a Super Bowl finally. Okay? Like, that's what's going to happen. But they just have to play like this. And it just doesn't happen on a consistent basis. But 320 yards and 4 touchdowns, like, bro, look, man, I don't know what's going on with that situation. As far as the Dolphins go, it's one game. Like everybody always says, don't go too crazy. It's one game, bro. Bro, it ain't the end of the world. Dude, when you losing 48-20, I'm kind of mad about it. Like, it's the end of the world for me. Like, bro, it's the end of the world for me. I'm like, yo, listen, you dudes suck. I'm going right into the locker room like, hey, all you guys suck. You know what I'm saying? Including me, because I'm on the team with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But look, I'll be very upset if I'm a Dolphin right now. I'll be very upset. That's all I'm going to say. The Broncos and the Bears. Let me tell you something about Justin Fields. That guy sucks. But let's get to the real point, though. 335 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had that crazy fumble. This guy's a damn... Dude, I don't even know what to say about this guy, man. How do you blow that lead, dog? How do you blow that lead? Like, bro, you blow that lead to Russell Wilson, dog. Like, listen, you got to throw away the Bears franchise. Like, you got to literally just take it, crumble it up in the ball, and just throw it away, dude. You go for it on 4th down for no reason at all. Like, late in the game where you can just punt it, let your defense play, get the ball back, and, you know, give yourself a chance to, like, stop the comeback. You go for it. Give them everything they need to beat you. Dude, this Bears team sucks, man. And the Broncos are terrible. They played horrific. Like, realistically, the 17 points that they got in the 4th quarter, like, it was pretty much like you were watching, like, a garbage time ending, but then they turned out to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was really playing any defense. But the Bears had this game under control. They were looking so good, and then they lost. So I'm done with them. Justin Fields, dude, like, I don't even, is it coaching? Somebody from the Bears organization, let me know. Is it coaching? Is it Justin Fields? Like, what? Because they all played well and still lost against a trash team. I don't understand this, bro. Like, that was very confusing to me. I don't know. Somebody got to explain to me, but I'm just going to go with the fact that Justin Fields sucks. Like, I don't really care anymore. Ravens and the Browns. Yo, dog pound. You guys be yelling at me, you dog pound guys on Twitter or X or whatever Elon Musk is calling it these days. And y'all be telling me, yo, dog pound, yo, Myles Garrett, this and that. Bro, I was watching Lamar Jackson put dudes on skates. And that's another thing about the Ravens, right? The Ravens play good enough defense that if Lamar Jackson just plays well, they can beat any team in the league. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of teams like that because he's a major X factor. And I know they lost to the Colts, but it is the last week, but it is the NFL. And I was looking at him play. And let me tell you something, bro. That dude is really good. Like, again, whenever he wins, we always have good things to say about him, but I can be, critical of a player and still respect what they do. Lamar Jackson is a very unique talent, bro. And I'm going back to, like, Michael Vick, like, because he still has more, in my opinion, he has more than Michael Vick. Because the league has changed since Michael Vick played. So you can actually come out and just run the ball. Like, back then, Michael Vick was just improvising. Now he has all these tools there, and it's like literally what he wants to do. And they beat the hell out of the Browns and made them look like the same old Browns from the past, bro. 28-3. So this Ravens team, again, 3-1, 2-0 away. We got to see how it works out. I love the fact that Mark Andrews got a little bit more involved on 5 receptions, 80 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But Lamar Jackson, bro, dude, listen, if he can move it and stay healthy, bro, look, sky's the limit for the Ravens. The Bengals and the Titans. I'm going to be very, very clear right now about the Bengals. They suck. Joe Burrow sucks. And it could be possible that, like I said, I think it's more than the injury at this point. The Bengals are just bad. Like, they're like the old Bengals, like, Bengals, like Marvin Lewis Bengals. Like, dude, go to the playoffs and lose, but they're just losing in the regular season, making it earlier for us. They absolutely suck. And I'm not just saying that because Joe Burrow's my fantasy quarterback. That team is terrible. All right, you got Derrick Henry out there acting like he's Joe Montana throwing jump pass touchdowns. Like, bro, stop this madness, dude. Ryan Tannehill sucks. You shouldn't be losing 27-3. I don't care. There's no excuse for this. I'm going to tell you right now, bro. Joe Burrow, dude, I respect what you did, bro. You robbed that franchise. Like, dude, listen, get your money. I got to tell you something, bro. Like, I love to see these athletes get their money because the game is so violent. It's so, fast-paced, and nobody really cares when you're not winning. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get these dudes to pay you that kind of money and then suck, and then they make all the excuses for you, bro, you're good. Like Joe Cool, Joe this, Joe that. Joe, you suck. And that's ultimately what it is, dude. Like, I got to be totally upfront and honest. I don't care if he even starts playing better. This dude sucks. I saw a lot of weird stuff he was doing, and I was like, yo, I'm done with that guy, but I'm gonna still keep him for another couple of weeks in my fantasy league, though. Don't trip. The Rams and the Colts, all right? Now, Puka Nacua, I got to tell you something about him, bro. I don't really know what he's doing, but I know that he got that game-winning touchdown in OT. And the Rams, I don't really know how to feel about them. But the Colts, that comeback and, Richardson and all that stuff, very, very exciting game. But again, the Rams had this game under control. Okay? And, the Colts were able to, come back, do whatever they had to do. They got it tied up, went into overtime. And then you just saw the defense break down and it got nasty. And, Matthew Stafford, like I said, I'm looking at him play. He is a totally different player when he's healthy. And I have to acknowledge that. Like, I can't be like, oh, yo, he's not, dude. He's making much better reads, even though, he had 319 yards, 1 touchdown, and interception. But he's making much better reads. And he looks a lot more comfortable in the pocket and outside the pocket. I got to take note of that, dude. Like, I can't just be like, yo, when he plays bad, I was quick to say he sucked. And I didn't know what we were going to get out of this year from the Rams. but they're 2-2. All right, and they're out there playing football, man. And Aaron Donald is out there making plays for the most part, but they did like let their foot off the gas in the second half. I didn't like that. You know, you go into the half 20-0 and then you give up 23 points. Like and then you don't really score in the second half. It's kind of stupid. But ultimately, I don't think the Rams is a threat. I know you Ram fans are going to yell at me. I know Colts fans were mad at me that I laughed about them losing an OT. I don't really care. But the problem is, how good are the Rams? I don't really know, bro. Because, like, the Colts suck, but then the Colts beat the Ravens. Like, dude, whatever, man. This league is crazy. The Buccaneers and the Saints. I've been telling everybody from the 504 area that will listen that Derek Carr sucks. I've been shouting it from, like, the rooftops, right? Nobody's listening to me, but I have, like, a bullhorn. I'm like, yo, he sucks, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm yelling, like, bro, at the top of my lungs. Bro, this guy sucks, dude. And nobody is listening, man. Maybe after this beatdown from Baker Mayfield, people will start to take me seriously. I don't know why the Buccaneers are 3-1. I have no idea what the hell's going on, but it's happening, dude. This is weird stuff. And Baker Mayfield is turning out to be this year's, like, you know, surprise story. Like, dude, are you guys watching this with me? I'm like, yo, this dude is throwing lasers. What the hell is this? He had the one bad intel, but it don't really matter about that. I got to tell you this right now. The Buccaneers in the South could possibly win everything. I know you Saint fans in the 504 and my rounds and my woes, y'all don't want to hear that. But I'm telling you right now, look out, bro. The Buccaneers might take that division. Commanders and the Eagles. I think, let me be up front right now. The Commanders play very, very well, but the Eagles are showing us why they are the best team in the league. Well, them and the Niners and the Bills. It's like those are the top three teams, the Eagles, the Bills, and the Niners. But this team is so damn resilient. And I don't really know, like, bro, every single type of game that is played in the NFL, they're going to have some kind of weird plays that happen. The scores are going to change up. It's going to be some, you know, things that happen, bad calls, whatever. The Eagles are somehow, some way, always able to overcome what's going on. And I don't know if you guys are realizing that. Like, this is really, like, building up, and it's early in the season, and they're playing all these close games. You know what happens when you win close games? Later on, it gets easier. And then now you just feel like you're just unbeatable. And if you bring that confidence into the, you know, playoffs, dude, and look, I don't care for the Eagles, bruh. But again, I got to give credit where it's due. I have to. Like, this team, they're showing me something. Now, the Commanders are tough, too. Don't get it twisted. They're really, really tough. So the NFC East is filled with a lot of dogs, except for the Giants. But look, guys, trust me when I tell you, this type of football early in the season is not easy to play with these close games. And just look at history. The teams that battle these games out and win these close games, they usually go to the playoffs and do very well. So let's keep an eye out for the Eagles. Overall, you know, it was a very, very high-scoring game, 34-31. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It went to overtime. You know, Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdowns, 319 yards. Swift, 14 carries, 56 yards. A.J. Brown, the diva, 9 receptions, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Commanders, like I said, they played pretty well. Sam Howell out there making plays, but I got to be totally honest, man. The Eagles kind of scare me right now. Vikings and the Panthers. Now, this game was closer than I would like. Bryce Young, for the most part, other than the fumble that he had, pretty decent game. Can't really say anything really wild about him. Justin Jefferson went crazy in the game. You know, he had 2 TDs, but the way that he scored was really, really impressive. And I definitely enjoyed watching that and him not complaining about being traded. That was pretty good to actually see that. But overall, the Panthers are a bad team. They're 0-4. Nothing to really write home about. They have a lot of growth to do, but the Vikings being 1-3 in the North, and then the Bears suck. It's just, dude, I don't, you know, the Packers suck. Like, dude, just throw them all away, dude. I don't even really care. Steelers and the Texans. Now, I've been hearing rumors, or well, not rumors. People are like, yo, Mike Tomlin sucks. He should be fired. Stuff like that. I don't really know about all that. The Steelers are not a good team overall. You got TJ Watt, you got George Pickens, and you got a guy his name is Pickett, and he'll throw the pick. Like, but your name is Pickett, but they'll pick it? Like, bro, look, listen. He got injured, though, and then they brought in another bum, but it doesn't really matter. I can't really blame Mike Tomlin for the way that they played yesterday. The Texans just beat the hell out of them. If you were able to kind of take a look at it, C.J. Stroud, rookie quarterback, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns. He just did whatever he wanted. We got to just be honest about it, bro. You just got outplayed. Overall, do I think that they're a threat in the league? No, I don't. I don't think they're going to do anything to surprise us. I just think that, you know, the Steelers are not what they once were, you know, overall. But TJ Watt is a shining star on that team. There's a lot that's going on that makes us realize that the Steelers are just not, they're not the Steelers of old. And we have to accept that. It could be Matt Canada. It could be whoever. Dude, you can blame whoever you want. But I didn't see this kind of beatdown coming. And that's what scared me. Because I was like, the Steelers got to go in there and go handle business. It's a rookie QB. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got all this pass rush. They got dominated. And that's ultimately what it was. Nothing to really go crazy about. The Raiders and the Chargers, this game was really, really exciting. Bro, it has to feel good to beat your ex-team. And Khalil Mack went crazy. He had like 6 sacks or some craziness like that. And Justin Herbert actually played well. And what was crazy is, on that third down when they went for it, well, they didn't go for it because it's third down. It's not like it's fourth down. But on third down, they threw like a 50-yard pass, bro. Like, I thought they would just run it and then punt it away or something. They threw a laser, which means that they believe in Justin Herbert. Now, I still don't, but I got to see more. O'Connell is a damn idiot. And he just threw a pick 6 right to Asante Sama, banana. Asante Samuel Jr. took care of that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. That mustache that he has really pisses me off, that O'Connell idiot. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to leave that alone where it is. And you guys going to let me know what you think about that mustache. But he need to shave that thing. Or let it grow out and get it shaped up the right way. But the Raiders were not able to pull it all the way out. The Chargers took care of business. It is what it is, bro. But that was a really, really good game, though. In all honesty, I really enjoyed that game. So I can't really go too crazy about it. I think it was one of the better games of the day. And I'm very happy for Khalil Mack, man. Patriots and the Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys, if you're a Cowboy fan, right, you should love this. And I'm going to tell you why. The Patriots for a very, very long time dominated football, right? Bill Belichick was out there with a camcorder that was bigger than the stadium, recording everybody's plays before the game, and nobody did anything about it, right? They dominated with Tom Brady. This beating that he just took with Mac Jones and all these other dummies, I'm going to tell you right now, see, he's going to have to walk away from the game. I don't believe that Robert Kraft wants to fight. Well, actually, no. I think Robert Kraft does want to fire him, but he wants to let him go out on his own accord. At this point, I think somebody has to look at it and just say, the way that he used to game plan and the way that he did things, he doesn't have the personnel or the players to do it anymore. Tom Brady's not there, so you can't hide all your defensive inaccuracies and all the stupidness that you're doing. You have to really coach. And right now, I just don't think that he's it. And he hasn't been it since, Tom Brady left. Let's just be honest, bro. Like, we got to, look, dude, Dak Prescott had 261 yards and 1 touchdown. He didn't play that well. Other than the defense doing whatever they wanted, he kept picking off Mac Jones like it was like a party. Pollard had 11 carries for 47 yards. Ferguson had 7 receptions for 77 yards. It was defensive. The defense beat the hell out of them. Now, for Cowboy fans, we have to be able to see if Dak Prescott in a game where he needs to score can score. This is the way that the Cowboys have been playing all year. We can't really get I can't get a feel for what they are. Because they lose when they're not supposed to the Cardinals, and then they do this to the, but defensive, this was all defensive. That defense went crazy as hell. So Bill Belichick getting handed his, that was the worst loss that he's had in his career. He needs to go sit down someplace. This should be his last year. Like, I know he wants to get the most wins and all that stuff, but your team sucks, dude. Just go sit down somewhere, dude. Like, honestly, it was so nasty to watch this game. Because, the first quarter is 10 points, second quarter, 18 points. Cowboys is putting up basketball numbers on these bums. Patriots suck. Mac Jones suck. That whole team sucks. Zeke Elliott on the sideline with his head down, that was hilarious. But I'm going to tell you right now, that Patriots team sucks. Cardinals and the Niners. Let's just make this very quick, right? The Niners were the better team. McCaffrey is a boss. And the Cardinals suck. But I got to give Dobbs credit, though. That dude's playing, If I'm the Cardinals, I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of that little short idiot. What is it, Kyler Murray? Whatever. Dude, that dude. They don't need him. I would try to get rid of him, try to get away from his contract, let him go play Call of Duty or go do something else. Because that dude sucks. But we're not going to get into that fully. We're just going to say the Niners are 35-16 beating the Cardinals. They're 4-0. McCaffrey had 4 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk went crazy with 148 yards. And Brock Purdy is yet to lose. So what's it about, dude? Are the Niners the best team in football? If I had to say it right now, I say between them, the Eagles, and the Bills, it's the top 3. Finally, the Chiefs and the Jets. Zach Wilson came out of the second half looking like Aaron Rodgers. He started off really, really trash. The defense kept them in it. That penalty that they called on Sauce Gardner, I don't think that was a holding penalty. That's just my opinion. And look, again, I don't care about the Jets. I'm just looking at it based on what was going on. I don't think you can make that call at that time. I honestly don't. But I want to give Zach Wilson a lot of credit. People have been criticizing this young man, including myself, saying that he sucks. I don't know if I said he sucked, though. I probably did, but it doesn't really matter. He played unbelievable, and the Jets had a very, very high chance to win this game, and they fought, and that penalty really, really changed the game. And I got to make sure I say that Patrick Mahomes did not play well this game. You know what I'm saying? He ran for the first and slid, and they ended the game with a field goal, but he didn't play well overall. It wasn't like one of his best performances. Travis Kelce and all the Swifties and all the stupidness going on, they didn't really do much. And look, guys, at the end of the day, the Jets lost their starting quarterback in game 1. Whatever happens for the rest of the season, we got to have sympathy on them. But I got a feeling defensively they may turn it around and Zach Wilson could surprise us. Or maybe they get into the quarterback and they just bench him. I don't know. But I thought he played well in the second half, well enough to win the game. And it just didn't work out for them. And I have to say that, bro. Like, it is what it is. But going forward, we have to kind of watch the way that because we have Joe Namath running his mouth about Zach Wilson. The locker room is getting kind of angry about it. Hopefully he turns it around, man. Because I would love to see that story with Zach Wilson, the MILF hunter. He just comes out and just starts balling, dude. But on the other side, the Chiefs got to be very, very careful. Because you can't be having hellacious games like this. And Patrick Mahomes can't play like that if they're going to win another Super Bowl. So I got to just be honest. Other than that, Travis Kelce and the Swiftie and the Taylor Swift, bro, it's more attention to her than the goddamn game. I don't want to watch no Taylor Swift. If I want to watch a Taylor Swift concert, I'll go watch a Taylor Swift concert. I want to watch Sunday Night Football, dude. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what the F? But it don't really matter, though. Chiefs pulled away with the win. The Jets lost on a really bogus call, and that was the end of the Sunday games. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys and girls soon. Until next time, one love, y'all.